Hi there, welcome to this instalment of Talking Trim. I'm Jonathon Skinner, and today we're looking at a carpet set for a Triumph Italia. Now, as I'm sure you guys know, the Triumph Italia is quite a rare car. As far as I'm aware, there's only 327 of them were made. I think about 80 or so are still known to be sort of roadworthy, etc., although they keep on creeping out the woodwork. But this is actually the second Triumph Italia car that we've done in recent years. Bit of background on the Italia. It was kind of commissioned around sort of 60, 61 kind of era of time. Then I believe British Leyland took over Standard Triumph Motor Company and cancelled it. And a rather fiery tempered Italian designer who was commissioned to do, I think, 10,000 of these Italias, lost his rag and destroyed all the records for them. So with that, there's no real one set way of doing Italia interiors because they hadn't quite found their stride yet. And that's certainly true of the seat covers, where there's at least 3 or 4 different versions of seats for those, all fitting the same frame, but in terms of the styling of them. And the same can be said for the carpets. The basic overall set of them is the same throughout. However, I believe there were subtle changes. And so what we do with our clients, and like I said, this is the second Italia we've done in recent years, is we work with them on both the fitment element of it, but also the aesthetics. So how do they want it to look? And I have a bit of a database, growing database of Italia cars from not only customers, but also just databases from around the world that I've come across on the internet that help us guide our customers into how exactly they want it doing. Then what we do, certainly for, say, the carpets, is we tend to recommend either templating to your car, but generally speaking, what we can do is obviously use our generic patterns, make them bigger all the way around, send them to you, you place, fit and cut down, send them back, and we edge them accordingly. And this is what we've semi-done with this customer here. He's actually a UK-based customer, so it's a bit easier. But we've worked with him. He sent us a few templates, then a bit of back and forth, etc. But the carpets, actually, if you know your Triumphs, are pretty similar to some other cars out there. So a lot of the front end is very reminiscent of the TR2 and TR3 with certain elements of a 3A. Then this back end here is quite similar to the sort of TR4As up until the TR6s. So yeah, it's not too unfamiliar to us. Obviously, this one is for right-hand drive, as you can see there. But you basically have the archway over the gearbox tunnel at the front. Then you have this multi-piece setup here, which is identical to the TR2 and TR3 models, where it goes over the gearbox clutch housing. You have obviously the bit where the gear stick comes out of, prop shaft tunnel, and the kind of rear shelf and diff area. Bear in mind that was definitely something that the customers kind of sketched up for how we wanted it done. I don't believe that element there is particularly standard, just FYI. And then obviously the toe boards, front floors and rear floors, very reminiscent of similar Triumphs there. So this is what we've done here. Obviously worked with our customer to make sure that, one, not only going to fit their car well, but two, done aesthetically to how they want it to look in terms of the, not really a pinch of salt with a Triumph Italia, it's more of a handful of salt in terms of how the look and finish should be on those cars there. A few details on the carpet set itself. It's using our premium wool material, the deluxe woven wool. This is in pale shadow blue, so it's like a light bluey kind of colour, and we've edged it in the matching leather cloth, as you can see there. Obviously it's got the rubber heel pad on the right hand side for a right hand drive car. But yeah, just thought I'd do a bit of a basic overview of that. Obviously, we're never going to do huge amounts of numbers of these, but they're nice cars, they're beautiful cars. Obviously, we want to be posting a few photos of this on our website when the customer has finished his restoration, so be sure to check that out. But I thought I'd do a quick overview because although it's not strictly speaking within our product range, this is the second one we've done. We love the cars, and we're more than happy to help and work with people to restore theirs. Obviously, like I said, it's a bit more of a bespoke restoration in terms of the sizing and patterning of it all, but yeah, we can get there, so don't worry about that. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share with other classic car enthusiasts. Of course, check out the description below, which will have some useful information about this kit the car, and also some useful links to other related videos and areas on our website that might be of interest. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.